My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. I'm going to break down our bets for UFC 284. This is a great pay-per-view. We've got a ton of spots. I'm a little more conservative. Jacob just went absolutely wild. So let's break those down. But before we break those down, let me show you what we did last week. If you watched last week's video, you saw that I hit every single bet that I put on the board. UFC Vegas 68 was fantastic for me, fantastic for anybody who watched this video. Up 4.2 units of net profit. That's after I got my bet money back. The safety parlay hit again. That's for members only. But all these other bets I was giving to you for free in this video. So let's hope UFC 284 is just as good to us as UFC Vegas 68 was. We now have a line movement tracker. This was vital last week. There was a lot of interesting movement last week, and there's a lot of interesting movement this week as well. So if you are a premium member, make sure you click on the betting section, and right there you will see the line movement tracker. And this is a fully interactive chart where you can sort by the fight order, the odds, the implied probability, or the line movement itself. If you're not a premium member, go to WeWantPicks.com. Just click Become a Member. It's $10 a month. $10 a month. And you will get access to all the picks, all the bets, the fantasy plays, the line movement tracker, a DraftKings optimizer, and so much more. It includes every single event in that month. And if you want $50 for free, all you need to do is go to WeWantPicks.com/bets. We have 4 different online sports betting partners. Use our link to sign up with any one of them, make a deposit, and I send you $50. It's affiliate marketing. They're going to pay us, and we're going to pay you. It's literally that simple. WeWantPicks.com/bets. That's enough of the intro. Let's talk about my bets. So I've got a 3-unit bet on Islam Moneyline. I have that, man, it's been literally as soon as they opened it, a couple days later, I hit this bet. So this has been on the board for a while. Premium members, you got that at minus 330. It's like minus 410 right now. I think it'll close at minus 500 something. And even at minus 410, I think he's a safe parlay piece. Frankly, you know, his wrestling is dominant. His striking is decent. He's got cardio for days. And Volkanovski's not dangerous. He's not knocking anybody out. He's not submitting anybody. So he's not dangerous. And he's going up in weight. So I think this is a great spot for Islam. I'm spending 3 units to get almost one, not even one. Then I do have a couple of plus money bets, more than I usually do. I got a half a unit on Josh Emmett at plus 135. Only a half a unit. I fully recognize how dangerous Yair Rodriguez is, but listen, I'll be honest with you. I think he's a little overrated. In the last 3 years or whatever it's been, he lost to Max Holloway and then won a freak injury fight against Brian Ortega. We have not seen him in years fight a full fight and win. I think Josh Emmett's just going to nonstop bring the pressure. As long as he can avoid the craziness of Yair, avoid, the highlights, spinning back up elbow. If he can avoid all of that, I think he can get this done, but only half a unit worth of confidence. Then Blake Builder at plus 100. You get better odds now. I like him in this spot. I have a half a unit there as well. I think he does a lot of things well. I think this matchup works out for him, so I like him in that spot. Then I got Alonzo Menafield at plus 185. Only a quarter of a unit on that because I fully recognize that Alonzo Menafield can get taken down and can lose this fight. I also recognize that his striking technique is not very good, right? He's not a very good technical striker, but what he is an incredibly powerful striker who has very, very good takedown defense. Jimmy Crute comes in, chin up, just begging to get cracked in the face. His takedowns are good. They're not amazing, but Alonzo Menafield's takedown defense is top notch. So obviously anything can happen when you get 2 wild guys in there for the most part. Not that Jimmy Crute's not wild necessarily, but a quarter of a unit on Menafield at plus 185. The last 2 weeks, I bet on and gave you a bet for the winningest underdog on the card, the largest underdog that won. I got Bruno Ferreira 2 events ago, and last event, Adam Fugit. I bet on both of them. I gave you those bets for free. Alonzo Menafield might be that guy this week. I don't know. I'm not the underdog guy. That's not what I do. I watch tape. I break down fights, and I go, I think this is going to work. So that's how we ended up on Alonzo Menafield. Then we got my buddy Parker Porter. He is a personal friend, but this is not a biased bet. Half a unit at plus 125. That is yo-yoing. That was all the way down to plus 100. Now it's back up to like plus 113 or something like that. So that is moving. Essentially, people are just convincing themselves either guy can win. And it's heavyweight fight. That's how it goes. But Parker Porter is by far the better fighter. He's got better footwork. He's got better hands. He can grapple. And Justin Tafa can't do any of those things, but Justin Tafa's got a chin like a cement brick, and he hits very hard. So Justin Tafa could win by stoppage, Parker Porter can win by stoppage or decision. And let's not forget, Jared Vanderaa smoked Justin Tafa, smoked him. And the reason he did that, or the way he did that, was with jabs and pressure, jabs and pressure. That is Parker Porter. Parker Porter literally set the heavyweight significant strike record and then broke his own record. This dude is all volume, fantastic footwork, and he can grapple if he needs to. I don't want to see that necessarily because I just don't know. We haven't seen Justin Tafa defend a takedown. He may have phenomenal takedown defense and then catch an uppercut on the way in. Anyway, half the unit on my buddy Parker to win that fight. And then I have a round prop parlay. I actually have 1.5 units on this. I'm only putting 1 unit on the screen for people, but for some reason with Bet Online, I would put a unit for me is $100. I'd put my $50. The $50 would disappear, but I wouldn't see it in my open tickets or my pending. So then I did it again. I wouldn't see it in the pending. And then I did it again, didn't see it in the pending. So I'm like, what is going on? The money's going down. I don't see the ticket. But then I went into recent transactions and I see the money left. So it's 1.5 units. I'm not 1.5 unit confident. Frankly, I was half a unit confident, but then I doubled down because I didn't think it went through. But I am 1 full unit good. So I'm only putting it here as 1 unit. And I got Rodriguez and Emmett going over 2.5 rounds. Emmett's super tough. So is Yair. I think that goes to, the past the 2.5 round mark. And then Brown Maddalena over 1.5. I'm surprised that's a 1.5 line. Neither one of these guys are just knocking people out cold. They're not heavyweights. Like Maddalena's got 1,000,000 jabs. Brown uses distance. Neither one is like, they're obviously both dangerous because they're strikers, but neither one of these guys are sleeping people left and right. So 1.5 on that I feel like is a gift. So I got that at plus 112 when you smack those together. Then we have the premium member only safety parlay. This is for premium members only. It has given you almost 16 units of net profit over the last 9 events. What I do is I treat each leg as its own parlay. The 2 leg is its own. The 3 leg is its own. The 4 leg is its own. That's a typo. The 2 leg is minus 167, and it is a safety parlay. These are supposed to hit. The 3 leg gets you to plus. The 4 leg gets you to almost triple your money. That's a controversial phrase, triple your money. If you bet $100 on it and the odds are plus 193, you're going to get almost $300 back. Almost 200 of net profit, but you're tripling your money. That's how I like to say it. People disagree, but that is premium members only. So go to WeWantPicks.com, unlock that for just $10 a month. And if a unit for you is $10, I have given you 15.88 units. I've given you 16 months of premium membership for free on this parlay alone, not including all the other stuff. And then Jacob went wild this week. Jacob, he's going to watch the fights with me, and it's going to be a weird night for him. He's got 18 plus units. That's too much. That's too much to put on. That's just literally too much for one event. And he doesn't have small units. So it's not like, he has a small unit, so just increase. No, he just went wild. He loves this card. He's going crazy. He's got 18 units. I'll give you 5 of them for free. The rest of them are going to be for premium members. He's got Jenkins and Shanus under 2.5 rounds, minus 180. Loma Lukbunmi, minus 3.5 points. That is a Bet Online exclusive. All that means is they're subtracting 3.5 points from the judges' scorecards. The way the math works out is all she has to do is win a 30-27 across the board, or she can win 30-27, 30-27, and 129-28, or win by stoppage. And that is very likely. Loma Lukbunmi should absolutely dominate in this spot. He got her at minus 125. So if you think Loma smokes her opponent, right now Loma's like minus 350 or something like that. Minus 125 if you do the points play. And you're going to cut those odds in half. And if you think she dominates anyway, you're good. Shannon Ross under 2.5. And then he's got a parlay here with Maddalena Jenkins and Clayton Rodriguez at plus money. He put 2 units on that. And then there's 13 more units for premium members. Guys, if you want $50 for free, just go to WeWantPicks.com/bets. Use our link. Sign up with a betting partner. Make a deposit. I'll send you $50. It's literally that simple.